one of the most common questions that I get asked by people who come on my course is, can I learn acupuncture in order to treat myself? And I know that a lot of people who are interested in this want to do this, and this is, for some people, actually the main reason that they want to study acupuncture. Either they don't trust other people, or they just feel that they want to help themselves. And of course, as an advocate of self-help, I can understand that. However, it always causes a slight balk reaction in me, because for me, acupuncture is so much about an energetic dynamic between people. Practitioner forms a relationship, a therapeutic relationship with the patient, takes the pulses, lies them on the couch. There's a dynamic whereby the patient's being cared for by the practitioner. There's an energetic about that. When the needles are put in, although energy isn't transferred from practitioner to patient, we avoid that. There still is an energy dynamic that takes place as the needles are placed in and the patient's relaxed, not focusing on that, the practitioner's focusing on that. And there's an energy dynamic where the practitioner is acting as a catalyst for energetic change, where the practitioner is able to view the patient from outside of themselves, etc., etc. So there's lots of reasons why I believe that treatment by a practitioner of a patient is much better than treating yourself. Having said all that, I accept that although I don't do it on myself, I do accept that for some people, self-treatment is an option that they want for whatever reason. It may even be for financial reasons, because acupuncture is quite expensive. And so I don't believe it's wrong, and people can do that. I think it's sometimes quite difficult to needle some of the points, particularly on the back, for example, and I think it's sometimes quite difficult to actually relax while you stick needles into yourself. And I think that the chi sensation that you obtain can't be experienced in the same way as it could be if you were being needled by somebody else. However, that isn't to say that there aren't some points that you cannot needle and have a good therapeutic effect. In fact, I remember when I was at one of the colleges I was at, the master acupuncturist there, he did treat himself, so it can be done. Most popular places for it would be points on the hand and probably ear points. I think ear points particularly do lend themselves to it, because with ear points you're not so much looking for a traditional chi sensation as you are in body acupuncture, because the theoretical basis for most ear acupuncture is based on an understanding of the nervous system and the nerves as they come into the ear, and the way that those acupuncture points affect the nerves directly. You're not looking for chi, so you can look at your ear in the mirror and stick the needles in, and I think that that's probably quite effective. You can, as I say, do them in the hands, you can do them in the feet. So yes, you can make a diagnosis of yourself, and you can treat yourself. There's nothing to say that that's wrong, or that you can't do that, or that isn't right for some people. And of course, if it doesn't work, you've got no one to blame but yourself, have you? So yes, self-treatment is quite possible and potentially quite effective.